Thanks for staying with us here on the news tonight. Now on to the latest of the uniform syllabus. The Tamil Nadu government has now formed a 9-member committee which will be announced tomorrow, headed by the Chief Secretary, to look into the standard of textbooks printed by the earlier regime. As per the directions of the Supreme Court in the uniform syllabus case, the state government has to form an expert committee to review the quality of books and submit a report to the Madras High Court within 2 weeks. And therefore, because the students have not been given a definite syllabus, the faculty of various schools across Chennai and the state of Tamil Nadu have had to resort to activity-based learning for the children. This being day 2 since the schools reopened and no consensus being formulated regarding the uniform syllabus. Our senior correspondent Peer Mohammed now joins us live from the newsroom. Peer, give us more insight into this case, especially now that we know that the statement made and of course into this particular case. Give us the latest details that you have.
Natasha, as per the directions of the Supreme Court, the Tamil Nadu government has to form a committee of experts comprising Chief Secretary and also the Education Secretary and the School Education Director and other experts from the NCERT and also from the State School Education Board. That has to be formed immediately, and they have to submit a report before the Madras High Court in 2 weeks' time. And they are running short of time. That is the reason they have, in fact, the Chief Minister, School Education Minister, they held consultations and they have decided to form the committee at the earliest. In all likelihood, the committee's members' names will be out on Friday so that they can immediately look into the standard, the quality of textbooks. In fact, the Madras High Court judgment pointed out who ascertained the quality of textbooks while staying the amendment to the Uniform System of School Education Act. They had raised this very important question, and who decided that the quality of the books printed by the earlier regime or substandard. That is one question the state government has to answer before the Madras High Court in 2 weeks' time. In 3 weeks' time, because the schools have already opened, the Madras High Court will decide if the textbooks printed by the earlier regime or new textbooks have to be introduced for the students. So they have just 3 weeks' time for the court to decide. So they will be announcing in all likelihood the committee's list by Friday. Natasha.
All right. Many thanks, Peer, for joining us and giving us those latest details. Now, meanwhile, the superstar called on the DMK Chief Karunanidhi and said that he has seen many ups and downs in his lifetime and must take care of his health. Rajnikant, who was discharged from Mount Elizabeth Hospital in Singapore, and remember he had also called upon the Chief Minister, present Chief Minister Jayalalitha, on Wednesday. When asked about when he'd be back in action in the state, the actor promised that he'd return in 45 days. This is the first time Rajnikant spoke to Amma after her landslide victory in May and also congratulated her for the same. Moving on now, a fire broke out in Sriperumbudur today where a paint godown went up in flames within close range of the Nokria factory. Around 6 fire tenders had rushed to the spot and presently have the situation under control. While the area flames have been completely put out, the number of injured went up to 3. Time to go into a short break, but coming up on the other side, this weekend has many treats for movie buffs in Chennai. We get you a sneak peek on the other side.